right, ladies and gentlemen, wow. Welcome to XLNC Shoutcasting. As Vladimir gets banned away, we are into the picks and bans phase of game number 1, and I'm going to go ahead and add Shroom into the mix. Here he comes in all of his glory.
No cure for fools.
Yes, it's not Salic. We'll have to deal with that at a later time. But we still have XLNC Shroom hanging out, casting for Salic in game number 1. The Yasuo banned away. Now we should see both Riven and Darius make it through the banning phase. So that way Delicious Seal and Zajaces can have a true one-on-one, head-to-head, and see what goes down. Double quarter pounder. That's pretty fantastic. I'm a big fan of their chicken wraps. It's actually a pretty good chicken wrap. So, hey, Sweets, welcome. And thank you for joining. Sweets is, Swesters. Hey, thank you for the follow. Appreciate that. Again, I still haven't gotten around to fixing the notification, which I should probably do in the meantime here. But thank you for the follow. Appreciate that. And if you can chat, unless you're a lurker, which is totally cool, let us know where you came from. Did you find us just scrolling through Twitch, or did you find us through the game mode? Or are you friends with a friend, and now you're coming to watch them feed? Because that's why I'm here, is to watch everybody feed. I mean, that's pretty much the only reason to really hang out, is to watch your friends feed. That's how it goes. We're going to move Shroom over to his own little portion. There we go. I think it could scoot him in a little bit. Cool. All right. So Morgana, third ban from team number 1, Team Titans, making it real simple. And we should still have Jace's way to the last possible second. Tempting fate. We were considering banning the Darius, but instead going to let it go through. I'm curious now as to whether Xeno decides to pick that up and trade it over to Delicious Seal or not. Nope, it's going to be the Rek'Sai. I'm going to commentate on that once we get through picks and bans and the timer starts ticking, because that could be something pretty interesting. I'm going to deny this, Swesters, only because of the cuss word in it. We try to keep this PG-13 because I do have a couple of young viewers, but absolutely. All you have to do is do exclamation join and then your in-game name. Join and then your in-game name. Like so. And that way you can be set into the list for for jumping in. Because we would love to have you in the next game. To just totally poop on everybody in the game. That would be pretty fantastic. We've got Delicious Seal did get his Darius after all, which is pretty exciting. Zajaces did get his Riven, so we are going to have that true 1v1. Nami grabbing by the J1, going to be dueling with Phantom of Temp on the Ashe in the bottom lane. We have the well-known and well-respected Ashe. Now, Phantom of Temp has been a little bit on and off on this champion. Some games he has pinpoint accuracy, and some games are a little bit rougher. We'll find out this game how many arrows he can land, because he's actually pretty darn good landing those enchanted crystal arrows. As Boxy Box picks up the Lee Sin, sitting on Cleanse at the moment, but I'm not sure what it goes. No, it's totally cool, Swesters. I know, I'm absolutely positive you're here watching Phantom Attempt feed. Sweets. That's awesome. Swesters, no issue. I didn't believe you were toxic at all. It's just something that I set as a precedent when I started streaming over 4 years ago, that I was like, I'm going to be the odd man out, and I've lost a lot of viewership for it because I choose not to have any cussing on my stream. But I appreciate you still hanging out regardless. Not worried whatsoever. Yeah, and it is something that there's a couple people that have come on this stream and been like, what, there's no cussing allowed? Well, you, and then leave. And I'm like, well, obviously you're not somebody I'm interested in having in the community. You can join the Discord. Both it'll pop up, as well as you can scroll down below. There's a Discord there which you can join to hang out on the Discord, chat with other people that are watching the stream. And that's where we also use it to communicate for teams, so that you can actually talk to your teammates and set up some amazing plays and get some of those highlight reels. Because the other thing is that we do highlight of the days on Twitter. If you make an awesome play, there's a really good shot of you being able to be the hero of the day highlight that should be posted on Twitter. I know this past week I was a little slow. It's because I'm in the busy season right now. Things are hectic and all over the place and crazy. But as things calm back down. I have another week of crazy season before everything calms back down, and we'll be back to order, posting every single day something totally awesome for everybody to watch, as well as highlight reels and all that fun stuff. So we've got Enzalor picking up the Rakan, DRF on the dive. By that, I mean on the Irelia. And Salic picking up a Mumu for the jungle. Okay, I like some of these picks. As we get the last loadout finished up here, I did want to comment on this Rek'Sai. Rek'Sai's going mid, guys. Rek'Sai is going mid, and I'm pretty darn stoked about this. So this is something that apparently Xeno has played a handful of times, but has yet to actually show it on stream. And so I'm pretty excited to see how this goes. Is there an ELO limit, or is it bronze through challenger? Swesters, right now, it is bronze through challenger. Eventually, when the stream continues to grow, and it's getting pretty populated, but it's not there yet, as the stream gets bigger, I will start splitting it up bronze to gold and platinum to challenger. But at the moment, it is anyone can play, anytime, any game for fun. We shoutcast 3 games every Tuesday, and it's a pretty darn awesome time. And you caught game number 1. So that means you get to have 2 more games starting us off. But going through, as we hit that 3-minute counter mark, we've got the DRF Xeno taking the Rek'Sai in the mid lane. Delicious Seal doing silly things in the top lane, which I promise you will be coming to emote. I have the mid-tier emote selected. I just need to scale it up and scale it down. I'll save it, try to get it pumped through this week. So that way by next week, everyone should have a Delicious Sealy emote if you are a subscriber, which don't feel like that's any pressure to subscribe. Just for those of you who are subscribers, you'll have an extra emote that you could post for Delicious Seal doing Sealy things. Boxy Box taking the Lee Sin in the jungle. Enzalor on the Rakan in the bottom lane supportive role, hanging out with DRF Dive. I believe they're going to be doing it up, which is pretty fantastic. Unless it is Enzalor with Rakan mid lane and Xeno in the bottom lane with Rek'Sai. I'm not sure. We'll find out. Over to Team Camp Seal, we've got Sejaces taking the Riven in the top lane, Phantom of Temp on the Ashe in the bottom lane, J1 with Nami supporting her, and Snakes on the Lux in the mid lane, and last but not least, Salic on the Amumu in the jungle. So looking for some big super plays. Let me post to Twitter real fast how this thing is going down. Team Titans with a mid Rex. Haha, wreck your team, Sai, versus Team Camp Seal for game number 1. Give me just a second. Usually I type this when Salic is talking about team compositions, but considering that he's not talking team compositions right now, I had to do it solo. There we go. All right, now I can talk compositions. Hey, Food is Good 21. Welcome to the stream. Appreciate you hanging out. And it is interesting team compositions because this is XLNC Shoutcasting. We do everything hyped and crazy. Camp Seal actually has what you'd consider to be a more standard comp. They've got the AP in the mid lane, ADC and support bottom lane, tanky jungle with a bruiser top lane, good blend of AP, ADC. This is great. Camp Seal's got a steady, ready composition. On the side of Team Titans, you've got Sealy doing Sealy things. I mean, everyone is all over the place. It might be a Rek'Sai in the mid lane. It might be a Rakan Irelia duo in the bottom lane. You've got a Lee Sin jungle, who's about the only sort of normal paired with the Darius in the top lane. We'll see how it goes down. If I had to predict a team to win, oh my gosh, this is really hard because Seal is really good. Xeno and Dive are really good, but I don't know how good Xeno's Rek'Sai is. He says he's played it a couple of times. I know Sejaces is massive on this Riven. So I really think it comes down to who wins the top lane. But if I had to pick, color me wrong, I gotta go with a fun team. I gotta go with Team Titans, guys. I gotta go with Team Titans because that is just a hilarious composition. And I want to see it. I want to see it. The Lee Sin kick straight into a Rakan taunt with his quickness straight into Irelia ultimate. I mean, there's so much that could happen. The one thing that Camp Seal definitely has going for them is wombo combo power. If you've got a Mumu, goes in, ults everyone, snares them up, Ashe throwing to lock down somebody to set it all up from the get-go. Nami and Lux both in line, arrows and lasers decimating. It's gonna be pretty powerful. Gonna be pretty powerful. So we'll see how good their stuff can be. I don't know why you are going downtown. There we go. Hide you. No, what? Okay, there we go. Discord's trying to get me all into its overlays, which I'm not a fan of. I need to figure out how to turn off. But Team Titans versus Camp Steel with some 6 skins coming out. Pulsefire Riven, Project Ash, Elementalist Lux, Sweetheart Rakan, Mutai Lee Sin, God King Darius. We've got Delicious Seal on the God King Darius skin. This is the first time we get to see it in game. I'm pretty thrilled. Though I will say the God King Garen skin is really sick. His animations and the way that he plays through with all of his auto attacks is actually pretty sick. So, yeah, it's a pretty darn cool thing when we get through it. And I'm digging the new SSW Rakan skin. I will probably pick that up because it's got just a really good overall composition to it. And I like it. I like it. So, no Xayah in this game because that would be almost standard comp in the bottom lane. And I didn't realize that Sweetheart Rakan has a little heart crown thing on the top of his head. That's kind of cute. But I don't know. He's a guy. He shouldn't be cute. He's got pink hair. We can call him cute. I don't care. We're very confident males here. We're just fine. Pulsefire Riven, that's also a new skin for in-game. I'm pretty excited to see how that one breaks down. I do know that they upgrade over the course of the game, so as long as I keep a mental note on how that goes, excited to see how it breaks down and upgrades. I'm a big fan of Pulsefire Caitlyn. I know that Ezreal was the first one that came out. I'm not a crazy fan of that skin. I don't know why. I don't know what it is about it. I know that it's cool and it's got all these upgrades and he gets bigger over the course of the game and all this sort of stuff, but there's just something about it that doesn't read as well to me. So I'm just not crazy about it, guys. Just not crazy. But I don't have to be. I don't have to be because we are in game #1 for Team Titans versus Team Camp Seal. I'm going to throw everyone around to where I predicted that they are going in their positions. So Team Camp Steel should be pretty easy. Darius in the top lane, Rek'Sai in the mid lane, and those two in the bottom lane. So I believe that this is correct. We'll find out in a minute. Looks like blue team wants to invade, which is always exciting to start off. So Team Titans, for invading, if Darius gets a good apprehend, if that's what he starts, there's potential that they could burn a flash or get a kill. But it looks like they're going to play it safe. Not going to go for any fancy invades. Maybe Camp Seal decides to do an invade. They are piling us 5 into this bottom side. I will say this is... Oh, we got a 4-man invade versus a 5-man grouping. And neither team is going to see itself. So we've got blue side hanging out here. This is awesome. This is awesome. All right, so red team coming over to the side. They, I know that we don't have Shroom yet. Don't worry. Don't worry. I'll get it. All right, so both are not going to see each other. Red team kind of expecting to find somebody waiting, but no, they're ready. And even more so, it's more fun because we've got an Infernal starting this off. Whoa, we got triple flashes! Quadra flashes from Camp Seal. They're going in so hard, and nobody's here! Knock, knock, nobody's home! Sorry, guys. They just burned 4 flashes. I love the aggression. But you might want to ward first to know whether it's worth it or not. Okay, so they could wait. Oh, wait. All right. Now we're going to get some action here. Red team's coming around the side. They haven't gone top yet. Okay, so they know there's a ward. Somebody's coming around. This is worth it. Team Titans, burning 4 flashes worth it. Rek'Sai gets a 3-man knock up immediately into a triple snare from Irelia. Oh, this is awesome. Salic down to half health. Nami using the blast cone to escape. Salic should live as well. All right, 4 flashes burned, totally worth it from Team Titans, and what is this? I love it. This is why I love casting every Tuesday night. All right, so first blood went over to the Ashe, which is even, oh no, sorry, I apologize. First blood went over to Rakan. That's like the worst person you could have for Team Titans for it to go on. And yet at the same time, that's totally awesome. So the supportive Rakan gets first blood. Everyone else besides the Darius gets the assist. Darius in the top lane getting this free push on. We do have the mid lane Rek'Sai starting us off, which is pretty fantastic. He's against Snakes on the Lux, which is not so great. This is actually going to be really rough for him in the mid lane. So like it's very low, but does take the red buff out. So he's going to straight recall after that one. In the top lane, this is what we want to watch. This is the fight. Nice apprehend to stop the knock up. Dive in trouble. He's kind of DC'd, hanging out in the bottom lane. Solo. What? What? Dive. Wake up, bro. If he DC'd in this tournament draft so they can pause it, I'm pretty sure everybody in this game, besides maybe Boxy Box, knows that you can pause the game. So, you know, ooh, okay. So he decided to start off. Let's check. There's that pause. So Dive did DC. All right, so I was right. All right, that means we get some time to talk about how fun that beginner was. It is kill to kill, a little bit BM from Camp CO, but they didn't really know, and he didn't DC for that long. So it's not true BM, not true BM. I don't get the emote I made, QQ. Which emote did you make? The seal one? No, I'm still working on it. I got the mid tier. I'm not there yet. So, Swesters, hi guys, 420. Let me double check that you're locked in on the queue. There you are. Hi guys, 420. I like it. And we get him back straight up good. While I'm pausing, I do want to come down here to spectator overlays and remove you. Remove you at video capture device. And it should be team 1 for Shroom. Shrink him down so he fits. Even though he's not Salic, he's still a Shroom. Because XLNC Shroom for president. Alright, there we go. Alright, we're good to go. Back to spectator mode. Fantastic. Oh, wait, what? Wraith? Why are you coming? There we go. Not sure what happened there, but we got it. First game. This is this last game. No, Seth Urge. It's the first game. We're sitting on pause, even though I think he reconnected. I'm not really sure what's going on, so we'll find out. But it is an Infernal Drake starting us off. Rakan got first blood from Teen Titans, so it really wasn't the end of the world. The best thing about that assist is that everyone got a little extra gold, so there's potential for that lead to kind of spread around, but nobody backed immediately to make use of it, so it really isn't worth that much. Second blood went over to the Ashe, who that's actually going to be pretty strong in the bottom lane, especially if she can get really good poke on. The question is, can the combo of Rakan knock up into stun by Irelia, or vice versa, be used to effect? And I think really the main key is punish the Nami. If you can just punish the Nami, because she's so squishy and she doesn't have much CC, especially early on, she's only level 2, there's a really good opportunity, especially pre-6, that we should be able to go. And A, Joe says please /R. Please what? I'm not sure what you're asking for. You might have messaged me earlier. I apologize. I can't read all messages, especially when I'm in game. I can only see up to the pause. Not sure what's going. It looks like, yeah, this looks like they're saying they're good to go. Yeah, okay, good. I was about to say. Sure, why not? What game is this? Or, yeah, there we go. We're in, we're good. I saw my ex walking on campus with another girl. I should go warn her. Ooh, snap! Ooh, snap! That's not so... I mean, you'd have to get her number, which would be pretty intense, but, it's an Earth game. Okay, you made it for game number 2. We are barely into game number 1. Barely into game number 1, so... The game is Overwatch, yes. This game is Overwatch. Here we see in the bottom lane, what's his name? The guy who shoots the arrows. Hanzo in the bottom lane with, I don't even know if there's anybody who's a fish. And, Delicious Seal flashes in. Who wants the Jaces? He's got another Q. Oh, it might be a trade of kills, so the tower does more damage, but no, it isn't. Delicious Seal crushes down in the 1v1. Throwing out those axes, the Decimate slashing through, murders the Jaces in the 1v1, doesn't even need the red buff, and I love the aggressive hit before flashing underneath the turret. But the other thing about that was I don't think he added the slow, so there wasn't any bleed stacks, which means the tower didn't immediately target him. It waited until he finished with the Decimate before the tower started targeting him, so it only hit him once, and he was able to walk back through because he still had minions underneath the turret. I mean, how truly God King can you be as Delicious on the top lane for that? Seal doing Sealy things. Okay, so League Nerds, he did the pulley thing. Yes, he did the pulley thing. League Nerds, they actually gave him the Darius because the Jaces wanted to take his Riven up there, which I'm totally cool with, because they wanted to 1v1 hard, Darius for Riven, and at this point right now, so far in the game, 4 minutes in, Delicious Seal has definitely shown up right now, so, I gotta check the messages, because people are messaging me. That's why people should message me on stream instead of in chat. What game are you on? I'll have one person to play with. Game 1, and that's totally cool. There we go. So maybe Camp C will learn that it is a bad idea to give Seal the Darius, even if you think you're strong enough to take him on. Oh, good poke down onto Xeno in the mid lane. Snake's getting some pretty good burst out with that E. Just trying to push the Rek'Sai back. And part of this problem right now is that Rek'Sai is so under-leveled that he really is missing out on a lot of farm. 43 farm to 18. Could use the jungle presence of the Lee Sin to at least kind of push the wave out and go the other direction. He is level 5, so he's starting to stack up, but Lux is already level 6. If she grabs a good binding on him, there's not much that can stop Rek'Sai from being taken down in the mid lane. It's going to be a little bit on the rough side. Oh, Lee Sin will find Lux, though, so it could be a 1v1. Gonna get some good hook hits. Well, I'm trying to say hooks and hits together. So, not much. Snakes got taken down to about half health. Sonic Wave was a good start, but the Honey Fruit going to heal Snake's back up. Was roaming towards the bottom lane, probably there to try to engage in a bottom lane fight with 3v2, maybe with the Mumu make a 4v2, or just throw down some more increase the vision on where the Lee Sin did. However, that engage did give Rek'Sai some much needed time to farm in the mid lane. Didn't get the wave push underneath the turret though all the way, so Lux is going to pick up a lot of that and stack right back up. And she hasn't backed yet, so she's still sitting on a pretty good pile of gold, 1,500 gold. Rek'Sai is only 1,000. It's going to be a little bit yet before Rek'Sai gets into this game. But maybe we'll see the AP Rek'Sai come truly unlocked with those Qs, which I want to check real quick what those Qs are called. Prey Seeker or Queen's Wrath. That's going to be Prey Seeker because for the most part, Rek'Sai is going to be chilling on those Prey Seekers in the underground AP form. So, you're home, Dad? With just a burger? Is that all you had? Is that all you had? He's best Darius NA? I mean, he might be. He might be. I don't know. I'm not going to say one way or another because he's a really good Darius. I definitely wouldn't want to face him in lane. As Riven, who is facing him in lane, so Jason's down by a pretty decent amount. Salik, what are you doing? Oh, whoo! You got close, bro. You got close. Knows the limits, though, or just, crossed his fingers and, prayed. Was able to get out after taking the blue buff. No one going for Infernal just yet. Would expect Lee Sin to try to roam there first. Maybe the Amumu can get there in time to stop him. There's another Apprehend, a little slow as well. So Jace is getting underneath the turret. Time to pick up a bunch of farm, but it's still down over 20 farms. So we'll be a while to be able to stack up truly in this game. Salik is in the game. Yes, Salik is, because we were missing a 9th Vitae, or a 10th. You weren't in the game, Vitae. So you weren't here to play Vitae. So instead, he jumps in. Vitae. He's my duo caster, nerds. That's why I don't know why Shroom still has his face covered. There we go. Salik's now uncovered. And by Salik, I mean XLNC Shroom. My nose is itchy. I'm not really sure why. I should probably trim my nose hairs or something. God King Darius cancels his recall. Wants in, maybe on Jace's in the top lane. Gonna go for another Apprehend. There's a nice shield from Jace, avoids a lot of that damage, but he's got his level 8 to the level 7 on the Riven. He's got his ultimate ready, looking for the damage. I say that a lot. I should probably stop saying that. He's pretty good on the farm, though. 73 farm to the 42 of the Riven. Doesn't have teleports. He's going to have to use the Broken Wings to hop her way all the way back to the top lane, which is going to be slow going considering that she doesn't even have boots, whereas Darius started tier 2 boots. So he's super speedy getting back to lane. As DRF dive DCs once again. Dive! What's up with your computer? Get your hamsters under control. But we can't move the camera, but you can see here in the mini map, if you can, there we go, that it is a Infernal Drake that is up and has been warded by Team Titan. So at least Lee Sin will have vision if Camp Seal decides to either try to take it or try to steal it away himself. He has been power farming at this point, 44 farm to the 36 by Amumu. Amumu's cut it close several times. Neither jungler has made a big effect on the map so far, but Amumu barely keeping up with the Lee Sin. I would like to see Lee Sin, especially now that he's hit 6, do some really good ganks either in the mid lane or in the bottom lane. Top lane's winning. He doesn't have to do anything. Let the top lane do silly things and instead focus on the mid lane or the bottom lane to try to get one of those rolling. Aurelia, very strong, but with these DCs is burning a little bit of time. Only 22 farm to the 64 by the Ashe. This is a lot of one-sided lanes. A lot of one-side lanes. Remind me to fix the shroom emote tomorrow. Oh, Vitey. Okay. Yeah, I'll send it to you. XLNC shroom number 2. Yes, XLNC shroom number 2 is we're gonna get the emote. So at this point, our 3 emotes should be the General Daisy MVP, the XLNC shroom, and Sealy for doing Sealy things, which has a fancy little addition that you'll find out once it's true and live. But we're sitting on another pause, guys. We're sitting on another pause. So I could try to do some analytics, or I could sing you the song of my people. Up to you in chat. No. Let me check over here. Kind of refreshing everything, keeping an eye on what's going down. Downtown and dirty around. All right. So we will go to the 2-minute mark max to give Dive time to come back. Yeah, a little awkward, Lux. I agree. All right, somebody said something about chickens. J1 says, how about this stream? And he says, how about them chickens? So, how's the weather? Everybody's just chatting. They're just hanging out. Amazing weather. How about the Mets? How about this weather? How about this awkward birdo? I still can't click it. That's the one thing. Oh, I can do gold. Okay, so I could talk about gold. 1,800. Wow, bottom lane has yet to back for the side of blue Team Titans. 1,300 on the Aurelia, 1,800 for the Recon. This is a pretty big deal, actually. Once they get their first back off, which may happen now that there's been that DC. He has reconnected, so things should be good. We should be able to rock and roll. How about them Doges? We got 4 Dogers. Dogs, doggos, puppers. I mean, however you want to say it. Yes, Salek filled in for us because we were in need of a 10th. So looks like we're good to go before we hit the 22 mark. And cross your fingers that Dives figured his computer out so he will not DC again before the end of the game, end of the stream. As we are cresting the 9-minute mark, soon to hit the 10-minute. Rift Herald will be spawning shortly. I would assume that Darius and the Lee Sin are going to group together and grab that Rift Herald because it's going to be pretty darn strong, especially he's already winning the top lane. Throw a Rift Herald on top of that. There's not going to be anything that this Riven can do to stop it. Mumu could try to gank in the top lane, or he could try to get the mid lane rolling harder. And I think that's really where he should focus. One of the time, you want to help your weak lanes. Wait, Lee Sin coming around the corner. Rek'Sai ults in. He does get snared up, but Lee Sin's here, but doesn't land the Sonic Wave. Xeno still wants in, going underneath the turret. Sonic Wave is not back up. Snakes turns around, gets the laser out, straight between the goalposts of Team Titans, and they're going to be able to walk away. So no true laser, but Lee Sin did try to gank the mid lane. Tried to get this Rek'Sai rolling. He could turn around and immediately gank in the bottom lane. Nami, in the meantime, has cleared out the jungle. Oh! Flash knockup onto Snake. Salek around the corner. Lee Sin coming in from behind. That's going to be the advantage toss. And the immediate ult, snaring up both of them. Good Lee Sin kick. They've got 1 kill. Xeno uses the tunnel to escape the binding from Snake. So they walk away with a kill. Not the kill they thought, but the kill they deserved on the jungle. So the Mumu has been shut down. Delicious Seal chasing onto Sejaces. He is in so much trouble. The apprehend, the slow, just flashing forward. Delicious Seal chasing in, gets another decimate. There's the ultimate. Sejaces still on the run, gets a knockup underneath the turret. Will he live? The bleed's ticking away. 41 health. No! The ribbon falls, and a fancy disappearing into a black hole of doom. Sejaces goes down in the top lane. In the bottom lane, Phantom of Temp just pushes hard onto the turret. No stun available, just trying to clear some of these minions. Dive in trouble. Level 5. Enslower has it level 6 at this point, but it's going to be first turret to red team. They are desperately needed. As Salek now in the top lane, going to try to clear the minions. Delicious Seal gets a little bit of damage. Apprehends Salek out from underneath the turret. Going to be poking away. Should have his ultimate back up and available if he wants to use it. Is Salek in trouble? Delicious Seal flashes forward. There's another decimate. Snares him up underneath the turret. Is Salek getting the outplay? Delicious Seal falls to the level 7 of Mumu. Boxy has to flash away after taking a kill of his own. Dive in trouble underneath the turret in the bottom lane. The fights across the map, but I love it. J1 wants to stop the recall, pokes out Enzalor, and it looks like Dive will be able to get back underneath there to his own fountain. Phantom of Temp just hard pushing in the bottom lane, nothing stopping them. They may not have the kills that Team Titans does, but they certainly are still even in gold, and the 89 farm on the Lux in the mid lane is going to do wonders for their team. The only time where between goalposts is a bad thing, says Bitey. Yep, pretty much. Pretty much. The laser is pretty... I don't think it would have killed either of them, but it definitely would have made them have to recall rather than re-engaging. I like Xeno's aggression on the Rek'Sai, though. Diving in, flashing forward, looking for the knockup, waiting for the Lee Sin Boxy Box to come in on the side as well. And then after all the damage that Moon put down, decided to kick him away, follow through, and finish off the kill. There's the ultimate coming, and the shield from Snake Scheme live for a moment. Gets the double bind into the laser! Oh my goodness! Final spark decimates Boxy Box! What even is this game? Delicious Seal should easily clear the top lane turret, says, I don't want to have to deal with that. Phantom of Temp forced to flash, knows the dangers of the Seal, gets the slow, trying to kite out and get back to the turret. Decimate knocks him low, Nami comes in, the knockup is down with the tidal wave. Phantom of Temp in trouble. The Ignite, though, burning away. Can they take him out? He also, Phantom of Temp gets one, but the heal from J1 keeps him alive for the moment. Phantom of Temp still falls. Delicious Seal. 3, 2, 1, as his KDA at the moment gets his own turret though. So he's still stacking up in gold just fine, but showing a little bit of weakness in his over-aggression. Ult in the bottom lane, Dive and Rakan going straight on to Riven. So Jace is having no fun this game. Shut down now in the bottom lane, can't get anything, just wants farm. Literally is begging the enemy team for just a little bit of farm. Team Titans picking up the Infernal Drake. Gonna be grabbing that. Should be pretty easy and moving out here to try to steal it away. So that's gonna add even more damage to the already super sugary, delicious Seal. Even more tasty now with extra carbohydrates as the root onto the Lee Sin. He's final sparked into decimation. Lux finishing off a double kill as Rakan also finds himself going down. Back to the fountain it is. Playing the heroes with hubs. Maybe I'll be there for boots afterwards. Oh, you're abandoning us for Heroes of the Storm? Social. I'm so heartbroken. Rek'Sai still down in farm, down almost 50 farm, having trouble. Catinator joining us for game number 2. I'm super excited for that. We tried to invite you for game number 1, bro, but you were busy. How are you feeling today? That is the question. How is the health? They're trying to trade lanes, take that duo to the top lane to deal with Seal. Hey, League Nerds queuing up as well, making sure he's ready for it. Final spark onto Xeno, flashing forward for the auto attack to get that empowered damage. And Lux claims another kill in the mid lane. Snakes now 4-0-0, having a really good game. Those final sparks are just oppressive, as well as probably has the rune that makes it so that your every kill that you get adds to your cooldown on your ultimate. So eventually, I mean, her ult's already back up, guys. Her ult is already back up. Phantom of Temp misses the Enchanted Crystal Arrow, so no opportunity for engage. And when we're on the corner, may have been seen. I think Delicious Seal saw him. There's the Decimate, but everyone moving, and they're trying to get the knock up. Delicious Seal's got some good damage, but 3v1 is enough to take down the superstar Delicious Seal. 3-3-1. But on the other side of the map, they're still free pushing Team Titans with Dive and Enzalor. 1-1-1, both in the bottom lane. Aurelia yet to finish her first full item. Only has some of that collection of small pieces in the inventory. Snake's getting a little bit of damage. Finally, Xeno able to dodge out that binding from the Lux. As red team camp, Seal going to be turning on to the Rift Herald in the bottom lane. The dive is good. Jace is on the run, bounce back and forth, double stun. Enzalor in trouble, has to get out. They finally get the kill. In the meantime, Boxy fighting Phantom of Temp. Should be able to pick up one, but he's going to trade his own life over and back to the bottom lane. They're trying to take out the turret. The camera doesn't know where to go. The Rift Herald did fall. I'm going to have to check real quick to see who got it. Infernal Drake. Actually, not Okay, so Camp Seal did get it because Moo was the one who picked it up. He's got it sitting in his inventory right now, waiting for an opportunity to drop it. May spawn it in the mid lane to try to crush down the mid lane, try to make it easier for the team to roam. But they're about 2,000 gold in the lead. However, that extra turn on the bottom lane is going to even things up for the moment until that Rift Herald is spawned. Just make sure you use it in a really good location. The top lane turret hasn't been touched at all by Camp Seal because Delicious has been non-stop pushing this entire game. Mid lane is going to fall. Gold lead going to go right back over to Camp Seal. Phantom of Temp trying to walk forward and claim as much farm as possible. It's actually not a bad idea to have the ADC up here. If you can avoid and kite away from being killed by the Darius, should be a good opportunity to just range farm those minions, whereas Riven, every time she walked forward, was in trouble. Team Titans, Darius calling the bluff, decides to back out. Says there's no opportunity, especially, I don't think he had any ward, but just felt like a Mumu may have been around. So backs way up, especially now that Nami is here as well. So Jaces does get the Rift Arrow, or the Scuttle Crab on the bottom side. So we're gonna give a little bit extra vision over. There we go, Delicious Seal. He's been ulted up, knocked up. Does he have the damage? Immediately bubbled. The triple CC. The layering from Camp Seal was perfect. Beautiful. Mwah. Wonderful, wonderful. There's my little tribute to the Europeans for the fact that they did win Rift Rivals. EU better than NA this year. It's sad, guys. It's really sad. But EU's better than NA this year, so we gotta give them some credence. G2 played some crazy games, and Fnatic is super good as always. Boxy Box throws out the Sonic Wave, will miss. Xeno here, though, wants in on the action. The flash from J1 may spell the death. Rek'Sai ultimate's available, now jumps in, but a little bit at the sidestep from J. Final spark onto 2. Oh my goodness! Phantom of Temp picks up a double as Lux comes from the bottom side. We're going to back that up and watch that again because that setup was gorgeous. We're going to back it up just a little bit further because the Lux comes from so far away. All right, so Boxy Box misses the Sonic Wave. Xeno is trying to get the knockup onto J1, but this is where it comes down. Snakes walks up here. Mumu double snare. Final spark from Snakes. That is gorgeous play. Gorgeous play. In the bottom lane, so Jace's trying to stop this turret push from the side of Team Titans. Uses the ultimate, jumps forward, causes a flash from Enzalor. No, that was from Dive. All right, so Dive flashes really early. Throws out the Wind Slash. And just causes Enzalor to... he wasn't even backing. He was just sitting in the bush. Just chilling in the bush. Finally, nope, still not yet. Dive may be in trouble. There's the Enchanted Crystal Arrow sending up 1, 2 people charmed as the quickness from Enzalor does some work. There's one ultimate. Delicious Seals had enough the top lane. He's got the double kill. He's trying for the triple kill. Flashes away as Talic and Snakes show up. He's very concerned about this Lux. Look at the damage as he has built. Pretty much solid damage himself. No magic resist for him. Next Drake will be spawning. This is going to be a second Infernal, which could be even better for Team Titans. I like the one ulti from the Darius. We can back that up and watch that again. I'm just gonna, because again, we can do whatever we want. I'm solo mode here. I'm solo mode. All right, so let's check this out. We're going to slow it down just a little bit. All right, so they're going in. Enchanted Crystal Arrow immediately to ult, but they don't know the Delicious Seal's around the corner, so he comes running in. Quickness lands on 2. Flash from Phantom Temp saves him because he would have gone down if he hadn't flashed. J1 falls immediately to the Howl as he comes in for a second slam, and now he wants in onto Phantom of Temp. Just check this out. Decimate into boom. Oh, that damage is so beautiful. So beautiful. But doesn't get the kill and is forced to back out. And so we will go straight back to the rest of the game. They are going to back away. Infernal Drake is 20 seconds away, so I doubt that they're going to go for it. Rek'Sai wants to hide in a bush and wait for somebody to come walking by. See if they find somebody. Xeno sees the walking of Salic. There is a blast cone available. Finds the Jaces, goes in immediately, snared up. Final spark takes him out. Salic now, on to Dive. Dive chasing in, on to Snakes. Rek'Sai here as well with the knock of the shield. Aurelia takes out the Lux. That's what you want. Get that gold onto your Aurelia, who's now going to be able to pick up the Infinity Edge. Delicious here shows up, doesn't get the apprehend though. A little bit too late to the party. Rek'Sai shielding right back out of the tower. And it's 2 more quick kills back over Team Titans, even though they lost yet another one. 13-13. Fairly even across the board, actually, though. What even is Riven or Ashe doing? Food is good 21. I'm not positive, but it's pretty darn awesome to watch. Riven struggled in the top lane against the Darius. Obviously still down in farm. Second Infernal going over to Team Titans. I don't think the Camp Seal is going to be able to seal this one away. Ooh, tried to get the Enchanted Crystal Arrow AoE to finish off Infernal, but gonna miss it. So not quite gonna get it, as they do now have double Infernals. All of the extra damage, especially on Darius, who's already super broken. Super duper duper broken. There we go. I had to switch everybody around after going into my super zoom mode. Super zoom mode, guys. It's a new word I call it. 2 turrets to 2. About as even as you can get across the 2. 2,000 gold to Camp Seal, but it doesn't mean a whole lot. Aurelia finishing off that Trinity Force is a big deal. Rek'Sai's got the Ardent Sensor as well, so they are looking pretty good. I'm not really sure about the Blue of the Ruin King on the Ashe, considering that you don't really have any major tanks on the side of Team Titans. Even Darius is building damage, not really armor. So I wouldn't really suggest that, but you know, people build what people build. Call it bronze plays, but Jaces finds the stun and now dashing away. Delicious Seal missed the apprehend. We'll get the decimate on some minions chasing forward, but the hoppity hop Riven, or Riven and Rabbit got mixed together. Ooh. 10 out of 10. Oh, immediate stun, but Dive was underneath the turret, and that's the key for the full-on engage. Is in the top lane, we've got an anti-engage. 3 members once again finish off Seal. So he can 2v1 just fine, but apparently 3v1's a bit too much. The binding not going to land, and that means that the turret's going to fall. Snake's trying to save it as best he can. Will not be enough. Forced to back away. Ooh, I held it in, guys. I held the sneeze in. I don't know where it came from, but I held it in. Commander C, heyo! Welcome back to the stream. Yes, I know. Oh, double bubble. J1, but that's not going to stop him for long. Snakes here wants to find another binding. Trying to set it up, clear the minions with the E. Won't be enough, and looks like Titans, 3 members in the bottom lane will be able to escape after taking inhibitor turret. Salic now slowly just... I mean, he's working on it, guys. He's a sad moment. Look at him cry. Turret traded for the mid lane. Gold lead back in the hands of Team Titans. Boy, I wish I could have a gold graph after this game. I don't think you have that yet in custom games. I think they're changing it for normal games, if I remember correctly. Salic in trouble. Delicious Seal should have his number. Pulls him in, clears the minions, turrets shooting away. There's the ultimate. Salic, yep, gone. Ghost used as well by Delicious Seal. Really wants to nail that coffin close. So just now going to be chasing in the minions. Flash will be up here in just a little bit. Salic seems like a fun guy tonight. Whoa. No, he's like a sad mummy. The saddest of all mummies. Riven's got the Black Cleaver, Dust Blade of Drakthar, but no boots as of yet. So sitting on that 100 and 200 gold. So may need to pick up a little bit more before he can get boots tier 1, which at this point most everybody has boots tier 2. Rek'Sai, one of the other few sitting at boots tier 1 at this point in the game. Delicious Seal stunned up, but it's not the setup for the CEC. There's a knock-up. Is the bubble going to land as well? No, he avoids it, but there's still 3 people there, and he is going to fall. So at this point, the story becomes who ganks faster? The ganks on Delicious Seal or the ganks on Lux? Because Lux can do this. The dive may be living as Lux gets taken out. Snake's doing a really good job. They're going to try to continue to chase Jaces. Seeing Xeno hopping in. Looking for an engage. Won't quite find it as everyone collects towards the mid lane. 3 members going to come around the side lane. Salic may be in trouble trying to get back underneath the turret. 4 members of Camp Seal here. Oh, Rek'Sai wants in. Double hop over. Boxy Box finds the Sonic Wave. Goes in. Gets so much damage. Takes out J1. Amumu, though, snares him back up. That's a huge ultimate down for only 1 in trade. Lux coming back up in 6 seconds. We'll be able to join this mid lane defense. Should be able to hold it just fine. But this dive and Enzlor combo is looking pretty good for the side of Team Titans. They're holding on quite well. 6 and 1-3 now on the Irelia. Gonna find the Mummy. Should be a kill, especially with the stun and the knockup. Could have layered the CC a little bit better. Oh, he is a tanky boy. Looks double root. Final spark. Dive maybe falling as well. Gets the snare, just avoids death as the Rakan will sacrifice his life to make sure that Dive lives. And Shadow Crystal Arrow flying by the Irelia's ear will not take her out though. Gold is still even between these two despite 3 turrets up for the side of Team Titans. The powerhouse. Oh, Delicious Seal gonna find Salek. He wants revenge. Revenge after killing him once. We'll kill him a second time. Alright, time to start feeding off of this really sad mummy. You know what makes a sad mummy sad? When he dies multiple times. You know how to make him sadder? By continuing to kill him in his own jungle. Delicious Seal trying to escape. He's got a recall. He has no teleport, so instead he's going to turn to fight Jace's. The Ignite ticking away, apprehend, but everyone is here. He gets one in trade. That's so awesome. I love it when Seal does that. So awesome. Gets the trade of kills, so in the end, 2 for 1, as he was able to finish off both members. Dive pushing out the mid lane, just clearing the minions. There are a bunch of minions pushing the top side, and if they're left alone, will eventually take that top lane turret. Next Drake spawning. Let's go ahead and check real quick on what it is. It is a Mountain Drake for the side of Team Titans more than likely, as they still have generally strong control over the map. Really comes down to, can snakes find even more damage? And as we scale later and later, you can see the magic resist starting to come out. You've got this Spectre's Cowl on the side of the Delicious Seal, as well as a bunch of Negatron or Null Magic Mantles for the bottom lane of Team Titans. 3-man group from Camp Seal and Tanker Slayer are gonna be shot out trying to find the Lee Sin. Won't be able to land it. Where did you buy the Teemo hat? I want one. I actually bought it online. I bought it online, so league layout changed. Yes, I can change it for team fights. I can switch it out. This, check it out. I can switch it out for a team fight. Isn't that cool? I can also switch everything away, but that's not as fun. So, oh wait, that's better. Oh wait, no, that's a normal. That's normal. Everything in. No, it's not. How did I do that? Uh-oh, I'm in trouble because I don't have my, oh, there we go. Oh, I should probably have this up because, there we go. So Mountain Drake does go down in the meantime. Nobody on the side of Camp Seal dies as Delicious Seal gets caught out once again. Dive now in trouble. Amumu snaring up only one, but Luck's going to be final sparking several members as the rest of the team from Camp Seal trying to chase and on to Dive, able to take him out as well. The grouping power too strong as they're able to layer their C so well. Immediately straight onto the Baron, but we still have Boxy Box on the Lee Sin alive and well. Could look to try to steal this away. Rek'Sai over here sees this, throwing out a couple of Qs. Knows that it is happening, down to 6,000 health. Zeno coming in from the side, lands Phantom of Temp. This is the Shadow Crystal Arrow. Lee Sin wants the bottom lane inhibitor. So he's trading the bottom lane inhibitor for the Baron, which I don't think is that worth it, especially because everybody has the empowered Baron recalls. Box doesn't have the damage. So Team Titans, with a crucial error, are going to lose both of the main objectives. There we go. That's gonna take a little bit of getting used to switching all those around. So a little bit of experience needed for that. So I hit A. Oh, now it does it. Oh, it cycles through. That's different. If I hit A, it goes to team fight mode, which I like. But if I hit A again, everything disappears.
Blue team's turret has been destroyed.
Alright, give me just a second, guys. I'm gonna check this out. Chat, target, frame. Oh, I don't have time because Jay is going to be cut out Enzlor in trouble, disarmed. Oh, Rakan knocking up 2 for the side of Camp Seal. Things are looking pretty good for them. Snake's kicked away, hasn't fallen just yet. Boxy flashes over the wall, but that's going to be Dive finding the kill. In the meantime, it is still not going super well as Salek wants to find him. Boxy slowed down. The flash forward from Riven. In the meantime, Delicious Seal doing Sealy things, decides to abandon the top lane and head instead for the bottom lane. Inhibitor pings onto the mid lane turret. Jace is trying to fight Dive underneath the turret. Dive will live, though. Beautiful play. Salek in trouble now because he's just going to be smited, slowed down, not much to do. There's the ultimate. The smite was on Delicious Seal instead. I'm tying my tongue as I was distracted by trying to do too many fancy things with the camera. As Phantom of Temp. Wait, what? Hold on. We're watching that again. Okay, so Salek just trying to distract Delicious Seal as much as possible. Dive has nothing. Comes in, finds the stun. Phantom of Temp is full health and just starts wailing away. It just, auto attacks Aurelia down. All right, that's a full health red buff Phantom of Temp. And now gets to free recall back to the base. They still have the Baron buff, but they did lose a lot of their members and the bottom inhibitor as well. 3,000 gold in the lead, but things are looking a little bit rough. The 9, 8, and 1 Darius, despite being shut down so many times, can still happily 1v1 anyone that shows up in his lane. And for the side of... There we go. Camp Seal. Ashe is strong, guys. Ashe is strong. What is Riven or Ashe doing? Just stop. Stop. Leave them alone. Wait, is he spamming multiple... I'm not seeing anything. Where did he post that? I don't know. I don't see more than anything. But anyway, Phantom of Temp caught out will fall. Phantom, did you get that? Did great that game. I mean, at this point, Ashe 12, 5, and 4 has been doing quite all right. Hasn't landed as many Enchanted Crystal arrows as we've seen in the past, but still extremely strong. And the team fighting potential is just really good. I'm just not sure where the what is Riven or Ashe doing was being spammed out. I don't see it. So if it was being spammed out, League Nerd, no problem. But I guess it's just commenting on it from previously. Streams of Anarchy. Yes, precisely. Precisely. They'll learn one day. Food is good. Why don't you get in here and show them how it's done? As Mumu knocks up 4 people, snaring them together. That's going to be the Lee Sin falling very quickly. Team Titans on the run. Enzlor being taken out. Riven ult is smashing through people. Delicious Seal, the only one here that can even start to try to take this back. Can't even get his ult down. It's just coming off of cooldown. Unable to answer too much in the mid lane. So Camp Seal pushes down. Dive trying to get the Sealy things in the top lane, but will find Phantom of Temp. Goes in. The disarm on Ashe is good, but she's inside of the fight and just stands there autoing. That's the beautiful thing of Phantom of Temp. Waits until the Aurelia is within face-hugging range, ults straight into her face, and then stands there autoing. Sure, it gets disarmed once when the ult is immediately thrown out, but afterwards, no reason to run, no reason to flash, no reason to do anything. Besides, everything was on cooldown, may as well stand there and just auto away. Xeno getting some good poke down from the mid lane, but the inhibitor has already fallen, so Team Titans is in a peck of trouble. Phantom of Temp trying to defend base as best as he can as the super minions are pushing in. That's the one good thing from Team Titans they have going for them, but their inhibitor has now fallen. Drake spawning, I believe it is a Infernal. Nope, I apologize, it's the Ocean Drake. Ocean Drake spawning up from Baron, not on the table just yet. Hey everyone, filling in for the queue for the next one. My team doesn't even need me. As you were doing just fine. Just fine. Yeah, fill up the queue, guys. We'll grab it afterwards. All right, I got all my troll picks out. Now I can play really off-meta things. Oh, I'm excited. I'm excited. This game so far, 2-5-1. Not the greatest impact on this mid lane Rek'Sai, but, you know, it's worth a shot, guys. These are custom games. These are custom normals, so it doesn't even really matter. So, 6-3 Frost. Boxy Box wants back into game number 2. Draven top lane. Let's go. I haven't even gotten my troll pick of Draven top lane. That's actually pretty exciting. Pretty exciting. Hey, Raven Leo 8. I think you've done it. I think you played before. Am I incorrect on that, Raven Leo? This game though, not over. Camp Seal coming around the side. The Ocean Drake has spawned, and that's what both these teams are kind of vying for position over. Dropping these control wards. Love to see that vision. Love to see the just control that Camp Seal is trying to play with. They know that they're in a good position, but they're going to have to send somebody back to respond to these super minions that are pushing in. They're going to try to go for the Ocean Drake first, though. We'll see what they can manage to do. Lee Sin off to the corner. Delicious Seal is not here. This could be a 4v5. Ashes back to the 4v4. The Ocean Drake does go over to Camp Seal. There's the ultimate, though, from both Aurelia and Amumu. Encelor dashes in, trying to get the quickness, but will fall. Luxray only going to hit one. Dive Sun up, though. Unfortunate. Gets to the back line. Only find the one meaningful Enchantress player. Boxy still alive, but it's now 4 members all kind of Delicious Seal. The Rek'Sai does no damage. Trying to focus as much as possible. Delicious Seal in the middle of everybody. Tanks so much, but still eventually falls. And that's going to be Camp Seal cleaning up the Ocean Drake, cleaning up Team Titans, pushing in. Should be able to pick off some some Nexus turrets. I don't think there's going to be too much else spoken about this one, as at this point in the game, Delicious Seal could do so much, but wasn't there for the start of the fight. And then afterwards, Rek'Sai just didn't bring any damage to the table. And that's what sometimes happens when you try some fun new stuff. It is just fun games, taking out the Nexus turrets, turning onto the Lee Sin. He's going to fall. Boxy's out. Enzelor wants in with the quickness. Aurelia double man stun. Can they get it down to Jason just once the Nexus gets it low and lets the super minions finish it off. They're going to take out Snakes right before the end of the game. And man, oh man, some of those fights were unreal. And I got to go back and forth. Guys, that's pretty awesome. You don't have to ban Darius anymore. It's winnable. You can beat the Darius. You can beat the Darius. It's been proven, guys. It's been proven. Let's go ahead and switch over to our post-game analysis desk, which is me. Just once Raven Leo says, well, welcome back for a second time. Don't worry, you'll do better than enemy either way. Not even worried. Darius was the raid boss. I mean, pretty much at the end of the game, you were able to beat him. You finally got the levels, and most importantly, the items. Lux just popped off 10, 4, and 11, which is what we're going to do. Roll through the MVPs and honorable mentions, which I know aren't being counted below on the stream anymore, but trust me, I still have them saved, and I'm keeping a record for the website eventually. It's busy season. I'm going to get the website up, guys. Don't worry. My goal is before DragonCon. As long as I get the website up before DragonCon, that's what matters. DragonCon's the beginning of September. So, rolling through MVPs and honorable mentions for the losing team. I've got to give it over the honorable mention to, it's not MVP this time, actually. It's honorable mention to Delicious Seal for winning the early game. I mean, he still does Sealy things. He saw that there was a fight that they weren't going to win, and instead went for the bottom lane turret. I think he even got the inhibitor once, though the Lee Sin tried to get the inhibitor later as well. So really good pushes by him, really good game sense and knowledge overall. But MVP falls on the shoulders of DRF Dive. After DCing twice in the game, only died once in lane due to the DC. And then afterwards, with the right build path, 10, 5, and 3. So many multi-man stuns, so many resets. It's just, you can't quarter health fight Phantom of Tempest Ashe when she's got 4 items finished. It's just... Anyway, for the winning team, honorable mention is going to go over... Riven came back a little after the landing phase. Yep, he did, definitely. GG, underhanded tactic attacking the AFK. Hey, even from here, I can see that the AFK was really hard to tell. I couldn't even tell at the beginning. Just stopped moving for half a second and died. I mean, it is how it happens. Can Sale give himself MVP? No, because he's not even on. I get to do it. I get to make the decision. For the honorable mention, giving it over to Snakes for playing a crazy good early game. I mean, just super, super strong. Late game didn't quite have the damage to really pull it out, but definitely winning lane. Huge farm lead over the Rek'Sai. Still ended the game 130 farm over the Rek'Sai. Massive, massive lead. And found really good bindings. The grouping in the top lane with the double man. I wish I had the replay to show you guys, but the Mumu snare into Lux ult. Oh, that's a seriously good play. Seriously good play. MVP, though, going over to Phantom of Tempest. I mean, call it what you will, luck, noobishness, or whatever, the sheer fact that Ashe just stopped still and just started autoing the crap out of the Aurelia multiple times over. And even though it wasn't the best with the Enchantment Crystal arrows, was still pretty far on par. However, I'm giving a massive shout out to Salek on the Amumu for the 23 assists. Had a really rough early game, multiple times nearly died to monsters in the jungle, but the end of the day was able to be a big effect on the map, especially those ultimates. A couple of times it was only single man ultimates, but sometimes all you need is that pick. Sometimes all you need is the pick. So no honorable mentions. I gave honorable mention to Snake, Lolo de Zozo, Enzalor. Oh, 1, 6, and 12. Oh my gosh, Enzalor, I've seen you do better. Generally speaking, unless you played 2 in a row and it's the last game, the queue is guaranteed. XLNC Shroom is best Mumu. Yes. Do you like my 1-minute play, Jake? Oh my goodness. You guys have to watch the replay VOD. For those of you who are in the game, you have to watch the VOD on that opening, the 4-man flash over the wall. I'm not going to spoil it, but you have to watch it. I'll highlight it and put it on the Twitter or something because that was so good. So darn good. Okay, let's give Salek a call and jump into game number 2 as I've got to do a lot to fix all of the graphic stuff. Salek, where you at? I know it still says Wraith too.